In March 1940, the Joker first appeared in pages of Batman #1. In the 8 decades since then, the character has continued to fascinate countless audiences in comics and other media alike. This includes multiple pictures on film as well, so let's open his first standalone starring role with the 2019 hit Joker. Right off, the film was committed to its set in the year 1981, using Gotham City as a stand-in for Chicago in that time frame. Even the opening vanity plates used the Warner Bros. Logo from that time. We open on a man named Albert Fleck, played by Joaquin Phoenix, who aspires to be a comedian while working odd jobs. His sign is stolen, then smashed into his face while working at a music shop, which leads to our title card. I was wondering how both Phoenix and Todd Phillips, a director normally known for body comedies, would handle the story, and quite impressed with how this turned out. Fleck then speaks to the social worker, discussing his journal entries and his state of mind. Really enjoyed this aspect of the film. A great way of examining the issues faced in the present to see how someone's played out in the past. We must also note that Mark Freeberg did a fantastic job in production design in this film. The low lighting in the night scenes, the indigenous streets, accompanied by mention of the garbage truck near the beginning. In many ways, Gotham itself is as much a character as those who inhabit it, and this film was no exception. He also takes care of his infirm mother Penny, played by Frances Conroy, Bonnie with the TV live show Late Night with Mary Franklin, played by Robert De Niro. This film takes a lot of style and tone influence from both Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, with Arthur managing himself in the crowd and being seen as a son to Murray. On top of getting an earful from his supervisor Boyd about the sign incident, Arthur is given a gun by his coworker Randall, and one of the only people showing kindness is a little person named Gary. He also befriends a young woman named Sophie, played by Zazie Beetz. Given how she's also Domino, there's another one I can add to the list of performers who've been in both DC and Marvel-related productions. Then tries to entertain children in a hospital, but as light go after he drops his gun. That night, as 3 corrupt Wayne employees on the subway harass a woman, they turn on him. He kills 2 of them by accident, then Officer 30 tries to get away. I must say, cinematographer Lawrence Sher really captured how tense the scene is. As Arthur retreats to a public bathroom and changes outfit and character is taking hold. His dance scenes is also improvised on the set by Phoenix and was left in the final cut of the film. While the line is outright said, the message throughout the film is quite clear. All it takes is one bad day. Rand also blamed Arthur about the gun, but Arthur outs him as he leaves, quite literally punching out the clock on his way out the door. We also introduced this film's version of Thomas Wayne, who's contemplating running for mayor, and doesn't think highly of hiding behind a mask. Then not the first version the character portrayed him in this light. It's actually one of the most intriguing aspects of the film to me. Arthur again speaks to a social worker, and due to lack of funds, ends up being the last meeting in the setting. Later on, Arthur tries his hand in a local comedy club, and those performances doesn't go too well. It's more in the spotlight, but it's also a bond with Sophie, set to a smile by Jimmy Durante. This is a spot-on choice of the song, and it was used in the first trailer. It was the moment that got me into the theater on opening night. Arthur finds that Penny has been writing in Thomas Wayne, leading to a chance meeting with a young Bruce Wayne Manor, and a brush of Alfred Pennyworth. I suppose maybe in the continuity where he's the Wayne bodyguard, not just their butler. Back home, Penny has had a stroke and Arthur's question about the incident on the subway from before. In the hospital, Arthur finds Franklin's gotten hold of the tape from his performance at Comedy Club. However, the reaction he gets from his idol is not what he's hoping for, was allowed to slowly fade into a subtle shock. So growing a revolt at local benefit against Gotham's wealthy as a whole, and the Wayne family in particular. Thomas even brushes off the protesters' sentiments, so a billionaire running for public office doesn't think highly of those he claims to help. Make your own assumptions. Slipping into the benefit disguised as a theater usher, Arthur is able to speak to Thomas directly in the bathroom, but doesn't go as planned. As for this hint at being biologically related, it's not outright made clear. I actually like this method, preserving the true mystery of who the Joker really is. The film doesn't directly adapt any standalone Joker stories we've seen, but does use their influence to create something of its own. After that, he starts getting ready for his appearance on TV, including some clown makeup and green hair dye. He also met by Gary to understand the situation, and Randall, who's in the habit of being Arthur, is the one who gave him the gun. Arthur, who's had enough of him, for these Randall's had to paint the walls red. Then let's Gary out before his bed night, donning a sharp version of a character's suit, leading the mimetic dance down the stairs, set to Rock and Roll Part 2. Then, as he tries to elude the detectives from earlier, we get the train chase. Not the first movie used this, as as a setting, it's especially effective as a closed space with no way of escaping at high speed. It was like a little touch from the Hoods from earlier, being among the first of Joker's followers, Arthur escapes. And editor Jeff Roth did a fantastic job of creating a tense mood here. He heads backstage for his debut and asks people on the show to introduce him as Joker. They agree, and his materials read from his journal, much to shock everyone, including Murray himself. Openly admits to what he's done, even confronting him about his performance at the club. Then unloads his weapon on Murray, firmly marking that this isn't the same man who got hit in the face with a sign before. He's showing this my favorite versions of this character. As he's arrested and taken away to Queen's White Room, the police car is heading Gotham up to a riot. In all the chaos, one of the people in clown masks, whose credits as continuity's Joe Chill, shoots and kills Bruce's parents, echoing the Joker's sentiments. He stands on top of the wreckage, he makes a smile in his blood, and dances among his followers. The award-winning music from Hilda Guðnadóttir signifies that any alliance Arthur Fleck is no more, silently saying, "I am Joker." They close and Joker in the hospital, recounting his recent experiences to a social worker, saying, "You wouldn't get it," as Frank Sinatra's "That's Life" plays. As for my take on this scene, fits a character perfectly, that he'd be someone who'd kill you where you stand simply because he finds it funny. Much like the comics this film was influenced by, this was another symbol of how the material can grow and change over time, capturing the mood of what was going on in the story, characters, and visuals. I can see this film being analyzed for years to come. It's among my favorite films of 2018 for good reason. As for how it might have done if there wasn't this uproar, I understand how some people felt, though I submit all you need for a good, successful film is an idea and an interesting way of implementing it. The film set a new October record, making $345 million domestically and eventually becoming the first R-rated film ever to make over $1 billion worldwide. This feat is all the more notable given how his film is $55 million, a fraction of the previous DC films that reached that figure. The film and Phoenix's performance won multiple awards. I'm very interested in what DC has planned for more films of this vein, separate from the main DCU. Whatever happens next, well, that's life. My final rating is 4 out of 4. I have plenty more in mind for this channel. I'll have it out to you as I get it ready. That's all for now. Later.